Hi friends, very good morning. Guys, today is the last session for the Prelims 2024 Rapid Revision, where we are discussing important topics for the Prelims 2024. Guys, in the last few sessions, we are covering Science and Tech. So today is the last section of Science and Tech. Let me just share this with you. If you can hear me, guys, just give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up, guys. Guys, can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? So guys, very good morning. Guys, today we will cover science and tech topics from section computers. Guys, every year at least one question definitely comes from this section. It may go up to 3 questions. So I will directly give you the question which is going to come in the prelims 2024. I will not go and cover everything. Very highly probable topics which I feel can come. Those topics I will be discussing briefly. So guys, these are some of the topics which is important for this year's prelims examination from this section. Okay. So according to me, what I feel is that the most important topic this year is the digital public infrastructure. Digital public infrastructure, this is very important. And related to this, the concept of India stack and agri stack. Agri stack, India stack, and digital public good alliance agri stack. So this theme of digital public good, this theme of digital public good is very, very important. How many of you feel so? Yes, this is the topic which you can't ignore. This is the topic which you can't ignore. Okay. Am I clear, guys? In the comment box, just give me yes. Just give me YES. Comment. Okay. Just give me YES. Am I clear? Because I can't hear you. So I can see only your comments. Okay. I see Ali Khambar. We see Cherry Blossom, Aditya Surve. Okay. So one theme which you need to prepare properly, thoroughly, which you need to prepare. I have a full confidence if the question setters really are testing candidates on awareness of technology, which is very important, which is going to be, okay, impacting our day-to-day life, then definitely they should give a question on this digital public goods. Okay, so these 4 topics: digital public good infrastructure, digital public good, India stack, agri stack, and digital public good alliance. These 4 topics are very, very important. Okay. The next topic which I feel is about the regulation of internet. Regulation of internet. Okay. So you see, guys, Digital Marketing Act, Digital Services Act, EU regulation on big tech, like we have the Yahoo, we have the Google, we have the Facebook. Okay, so how to regulate these big techs? Okay, so European Union has come out with Digital Marketing Act and Digital Services Act. Okay, so these 2 are very, very important. Even in India also, CCI has come out with regulations. CCI has come out with regulations. Someone is saying related to this, the concept of net neutrality. Okay, yes, net neutrality, but it is more than that. It is more than that. Concepts are more than that. Okay, monopoly of internet, how the monopoly of internet, how digital privacy, okay, of individuals are being protected during, okay, the Digital Public Services Act and Digital Marketing Act. Okay, so these two acts are very, very important. Okay. Next, guys, small technical details which are important is the VPN, virtual, okay, private network, and cookies. What are cookies? What are QR codes? What are end-to-end encryptions? So these are technical details. They are not going to go very deep into that. Okay, just you need to know, okay, what is VPN, how VPN works, why VPN is used. Okay, next, okay, QR codes, how it works, and what are the application of QR codes, and internet cookies. Cookies are very, very important. It is not the cookies which we eat, internet cookies. Okay, so this is very important. Coming to computer related topics, guys. Here, the quantum computers. Already UPSC has asked one question on quantum computers. If you see, they have asked very simple question, what are qubits? This time they can go one step deeper. They can go one step deeper in quantum computers, and they can ask you Majarno zero mode, or they can ask you how quantum computers work, on which principle? The principle of superimposition. Okay, so they can ask you how the count, because last year the question was very simple. They just asked what are qubits. So little bit deeper, if they go, they can go on Majarno zero mode, or they can ask you on the principles of quantum computers. Okay. Next, guys. Okay, 100 years of SN Bose. That is also very important. Okay. And next, supercomputers. So what are the Indian supercomputers? Top 500. Okay. Airavat, Mihir. So they can give you names of supercomputers, and they can ask you, okay, what are these? Okay, they can give you the names, and they can ask you what are these. So they can give you like this kind of questions. Generally, UPSC gives. They will give you names of 2-3 things, and they'll give you options. What are these? Are these supercomputers? What are these, like telescope? Like this, they will give you. So they can trap you there. Okay. Coming to the next big thing, which will be the focus of question setters this year, is the artificial intelligence. Guys, huge development is there now in artificial intelligence. I don't think any question setter can ignore this. In its right frame of mind, if any question setter is there, he will be ignoring AI related things. Definitely, he has to give question on AI related things. So guys, they can ask you what is artificial intelligence, then what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what are the difference between them. They can ask you about the large multimodal language models. Then they can ask you what is generative AI, then guys, various kinds of chatbots which are coming up on artificial intelligence, like the chat GPT, DALE, Bard, Gemini. So they will just give, okay, names like which company, Gemini is of which company. Okay, then DALE, Bard is of which company, chat GPT is of which company. Okay, they will not go very deeper. SIMA, SIMA. So all these okay, AI, okay, chatbots, they are very, very important. They can give you match the pair. They don't go deeper. Let me tell you, science and tech, no need to go deeper. Okay, again, every time I'm been telling you this, don't go deeper. You will waste a lot of time. UPSC is a generalist exam. You see how simple question they are giving. What are qubits? Like simple question, qubits, like that kind of questions can come. So very simple. Okay, just prepare generative AI. What is generative AI? What are the applications of generative AI? This we will go. We'll discuss this briefly. Okay. Then sovereign AI, concept of sovereign AI. Okay, Cloud 3. Okay, next coming to schemes and initiatives on artificial intelligence. Okay, one is the Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence. Next, Delhi Declaration. Next, Belchi Declaration. Then Hiroshima AI process. These 4 things are very, very important. These 4 things are very, very important. Again, I repeat, Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence, GPAI, New Delhi Declaration, Belchi Declaration, Hiroshima AI process. All these 4 topics are very, very important. Okay, particularly the Belchi Declaration and the New Delhi Declaration of GPAI. New Delhi Declaration of GPAI and the Belchi Declaration. Very, very important. Next important topic is on the concept of semiconductors. Guys, India's focus is now on semiconductor manufacturing. India is trying to build semiconductors in India, and for that, the fabricating units are being set up at 3 places. One is in Gujarat, I think Sanad. Then one is placed in Assam also. So this semiconductor, what is semiconductor, how a semiconductor works, also very, very important. Next, guys, there are a few Indian innovations like the Bharat operating system, the Maya operating system, the Bhashini and Bhashadan platform, the Bhashini and Bhashadan platform. So these new innovations like Bharat OS, Maya OS, Bhashini and Bhashadan initiative or portal. Okay. Then as far as missions, India's AI mission, India's superconductor mission, supercomputer mission, semiconductor mission, national quantum mission. Okay, so some kind of schemes. Okay, here what they do is that they play with ministries and they play with the fund. How much fund has been given? What is the budget? They play with that. Then guys, internet security or cyber security is becoming a big problem. For that, the India Cyber Coordination Center, okay, National Critical Infrastructure, Information Infrastructure. So this CERT-in and this India Cyber Coordination Center and National Information Infrastructure, this is very, very important. Okay, so cyber security is becoming a big problem in India. So definitely, if they are wanting to know that are you aware of the challenges, are you aware of what government is doing for cyber security, they may go into it. Okay. Next, some new emerging technologies, okay, like the brain computer interface. This is very evolving technology. What is this brain computer interface? Okay, just by thought, Neuralinks, okay, just by thought will be doing work. So this is becoming a big technology. Recent developments, UPSC has a habit of asking questions on some very recent developments. So this brain computer interface, Neuralink, these two are related to each other. Next, dark patterns. The e-commerce firm, dark pattern, e-commerce firm, they use dark pattern. How many of you have heard about dark pattern? Guys, how many of you have heard about dark pattern? Do you know what is dark pattern? Creating a sense of urgency. Okay, making you, okay, go for some kind of purchases which you don't want. Dark pattern. Okay, let me ask you a question. Is India having any law on dark pattern? Is there any regulation on dark pattern? Guys, in the comment box, let me see how many of you know what is dark pattern. Dark pattern e-commerce. Dark pattern e-commerce. I don't think many of you know it. I'm not seeing any comments. Okay, I'm not seeing any comments. Okay. And semiconductors, how semiconductors work, that can be one question. So I think from the topics which I have given you, at least 3 questions is expected. This Digital Privacy Act is also very, very important. Okay, let us now start. Okay, so guys, the first, as I told you, that topics, they will just give you the artificial intelligence which are in news. Okay, so the names of those, okay, is very, very important. Like, you know, we have a law on dark pattern. Many of you are wrong. Consumer Protection Act new order has come, and they have banned any kind of use of dark pattern. Many of you are getting wrong. We have a law, sir. We have a law. Consumer Protection Act, guys, go and watch it. Okay, please, it is very important. Okay, so guys, now let us see Chat GPT, Dalle, Sora. It is in OpenAI. Then Gemini, Bard, it is in Google. Okay, then we have the Robota, PyTorch, Facebook. Then we have Azure, Bing, Cortana, Microsoft. Okay. So like this, IBM has Watson. IBM has Watson. Okay. So like this, every company is building. Apple has Siri. Okay. So every company is building DeepMind. Okay. AlphaGo, AlphaZero, AlphaFold. Okay. So this kind of questions they can ask you, just match the pair question. Okay. Again, Cloud A3, again a very important innovation of artificial intelligence. Okay. But again, I'm telling, don't go deeper. Don't go deeper. They are not going to go deeper in this. Just as a generalist, you should know about them. Okay, you should know about them. Guys, this generative AI, what is the name suggest? Generative AI, they are able to generate voice, they are able to generate images. Okay, generative AI, very, very important. Okay, we are now seeing deep fakes. Okay, again, a very important topic, deep fakes. Very, very important. Very, very important. Next, guys, as I told you, VPN last year only I was expecting this. They did not ask. Okay, I don't know why. So an encrypted connection over the internet from a device to a network. When you have to protect your identity over internet, then you use VPN. VPN is used for data security and for protecting your identity. Very, very important. Very, very important. It uses encryptions. Okay, next, Project Vani. Project Vani is also important. It is there in news for last 1 year. UPSC is, okay, basically ignoring this topic, but this topic is very, very important. Here we are using AI to map the language diversity in India. Languages, okay. So languages are mentioned in which schedule of the constitution? Languages are mentioned in which schedule of the constitution? Okay. So this Project Vani is funded by Google. Okay, this Project Vani is funded by Google. Okay. And we have other initiatives also like Bhasini. Okay. So you should have a look at them. Then guys, digital sequence information. Guys, this is related to basically biotechnology. Okay, so when you basically want to preserve the biodiversity, okay, when you want to preserve the biodiversity, okay, so this digital sequence information is used for preserving the biodiversity. It is part of the new framework of Convention on Biodiversity. DSI, very, very important. Digital sequence information. Many people will get confused. They will not be able to think that this is to do with biodiversity preservation. This is to do with biodiversity preservation. They will not be knowing it and they may get it wrong. Very, very important. Okay. Next, National AI Portal. Again, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Okay, National AI Portal. It is a joint venture of National E-Governance Portal and NASSCOM. It serves not only in India but also extends its reach beyond India. Okay, so this AI portal is basically kind of a hub for artificial intelligence in India. It provides digital platforms for startups, educational institutions, okay, for using AI. Very important. Next, Bharat operating system and Maya operating system. Just you should know, no need to go into details how it works, but these are indigenous operating system. Okay, which is basically there to protect your privacy, protect the security of the country. Okay, very, very important. Bharat operating system and the Maya operating system. Why are we using this? Because we want to protect us from cyber security, cyber threats, cyber terrorism. So Maya is used for what? Maya is used for the military purposes. Maya operating system for military purposes, because we have been attacked. The military establishments have been attacked from enemy countries. Okay, cyber attacks. Next, guys, virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality. This already UPSC has asked in 2018 or 19, but this is an evolving technology. Again, they can go deeper into it. So guys, this virtual reality is immerses users a fully artificial digital environment. Okay, they create a virtual reality, completely artificial. Okay, completely artificial virtual environment. Okay, next is augmented reality. It is overlay of virtual objects on real environment. So real environment only above that. Okay, augmented reality means real environment, we augment that. Okay, that is called augmented reality. Okay, very, very important. So virtual reality, augmented reality, there is a difference. You should know. The only difference is virtual reality is completely virtual. Okay, it's completely virtual. Okay. Next, guys, digital consent acquisition. Digital consent acquisition is a process, a mechanism designed to request, manage, and withdraw customer consent. Okay, very, very important. Very, very important. Indian law basically mandates. Indian law makes it mandatory for digital consent acquisition. This is very, very important. Okay, very, very important. Okay, next, Majorna zero mode. Guys, Majorna zero mode, it is related to what? Quantum computers. Quantum computers. No need to go in deeper. They will just ask simple. Majorna zero mode is related to what? It is related to quantum computers. It is related to quantum computers. Okay. Very important. This Majorna zero mode is used for computing. Okay. So guys, every particle, okay, every subatomic particle, they have 4 quantum numbers. Okay, they have 4 quantum numbers. Okay, so it is related to that. Okay, so you see all particles have 4 quantum numbers associated with them. No two particles in the same system have the same 4 quantum numbers. The numbers are together like each other's particle ID. The characteristic feature of fermions is that one of these numbers, called the quantum spin, has only half integer value, which is 1/2 3252. This is why any particle, even something as large as entire atom, can be a fermion. Its total quantum spin needs to be half integer value. This is also why two particles are bound to each other in some way or the other, can be a fermion. Again, their quantum spin needs to be half integer value. Most of the rules that apply to single fermion also apply to these pairs or bound states. Okay, so this fermion zero mode is very, very important. Okay, here you see when two bound states are their own antiparticles, if they meet, they annihilate each other. They are called the Majorna fermions. Okay, so again, I am saying these are very technical stuff. These are very technical stuff. If you are not computer engineer, you may not understand also, and there is no need to understand. There is no need to understand because UPSC, if you see the kind of questions they are asking in the UPSC prelims, they will never go very detailed. Again, I am saying they will never go very detailed. Just remember that the Majorana zero mode relates to quantum computing. And why do we need quantum computing? We need quantum computing because it increases the capability of computers manifold compared to the classical computers. Okay, guys. So next you can see National Quantum Mission. Okay, go through it. National Quantum Mission. Okay, in any mission which you prepare, you need to prepare the ministry, you need to prepare the fund, authority, and application. This thing you need to keep in mind. Next, global partnership on artificial intelligence. Guys, the meeting was held in India. Okay, so India hosted this meeting and there was a declaration signed, a New Delhi declaration. So this New Delhi Declaration, it balanced the innovation and risk associated with AI. So balancing innovation and risk associated with AI was the main agenda of New Delhi Declaration. And basically they wanted what? Trustworthy AI. They wanted a trustworthy AI. Okay. So you can see the members which are part of the global partnership of artificial intelligence. You see India is part of it. And India hosted this GPAI for the first time. Okay. So you should know the names. Just go through these names. This GPAI, I think, is very, very important. Okay. How this GPAI is in contrast to Belchi Declaration or Belchi Declaration. Belchi is a place in London. Okay. So guys, this Belchi Declaration, you see participating countries are Australia, Brazil, Canada, Chile. Okay. You can see these are the participating countries. And you see here also the focus was on the risk of AI. Okay, risk of AI. So what was the main difference between the Belchi Declaration and the Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence? The main difference is the Belchi Declaration was focused more on the risk, and the Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence is focused on balancing risk and application. On balancing risk and application. So very, very important. India is part of both. India is part of both the Belchi Declaration and the New Delhi Declaration of GPAI. Next, we have the Hiroshima AI process. This is also very, very important, Hiroshima AI process. So G7 block, again, the focus is on regulating AI. The focus is on protecting us from the misuse of artificial intelligence. Guys, next topic, which I told you, the most important topic this year is the digital public infrastructure in India. Digital public infrastructure in India, which is also called the India Stack. Okay, which is nothing but it is the collection of various programs at one place, so that can be used by other companies, startups, to offer you services. So this India Stack, is basically kind of an open source platform where all the programs, related to giving services using internet is there as an open source. See, generally when we develop any kind of program, for example, UPI, the source code of it, can be used to make other products. So it is freely available as an open source. This is very important. The open source, UPSC has been asking a lot of times, what is open source? So guys, you can see here, it has 3 layers: identity layers, payment layers, data layer. And you can see examples are what? Aadhaar, UPI. So these are some of the examples of how this is used for providing you various kinds of services. So this digital public infrastructure and this one, India Stack and Agri Stack, is very important. So go through this: Aadhaar, eKYC, e-signature, digital locker, Aadhaar enabled payment. So UPSC has been asking question on this theme. Already UPSC has asked question on this theme. Again, this year, very, 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 very high probability that they may ask a question on this. Next, guys, as I told you, EU Digital Services Act and EU Marketing Act. Basically, these are there to regulate the intermediaries which are becoming very big, the big tech, Google, Facebook, YouTube, all these things, so that they do not misuse the user content, they do not misuse the user information which is available to them, basically to protect the user privacy. So this is a very big development, Digital Services Act and Digital Markets Act. I think definitely UPSC will be asking a question on that. yesterday when we were discussing public health, I forgot to tell you one topic, which I think has a very high chance to come this year, is the 50 years of immunization. 50 years of immunization, guys. Okay. So, which all vaccines are available against which all diseases right now? You should know the names of all those diseases. You should know the names of vaccine also, because vaccination and science of vaccination. How does the science of vaccination really work? Okay. So guys, you can see diphtheria, Haemophilus influenza type B, which is called HIV type B, then hepatitis, Japanese encephalitis, measles, okay, meningitis, pertussis, okay, polio, rotavirus, TB, tetanus, yellow fever. So all these, okay, various kinds of immunization vaccines. So India also has its immunization program that is also completing, I think, 50 years. You should know which are the vaccines given in that. Which are the vaccines given in that. Next, guys, semiconductors. As I told you, semiconductors are very, very important. So guys, semiconductors are very interesting because they are a good insulators, okay, and they are also good conductors when the certain substance are added to them, which is called the dopants, which is called the dopants. So it is both the property of a conductor and also an insulator. Okay, very, very important. Okay, so this in a weak, like in a pure form, semiconductors are weak conductors. They are insulators. But when we add impurities called dopants, they become conductings. Okay, very, very important. So guys, semiconductors manufacturing is done through printing, okay, of this thing. So you can see here in semiconductors, India is trying to fabricate semiconductors in India at places called Sanad, India Semiconductor Mission, Sanad, and one place in Assam also. Okay, so you may get question on semiconductors, their application, though they are used nowadays in everything. Semiconductor chips are used, whether it is vehicle, okay, anything, any equipment, you will have semiconductors in them. So this technology which is used to manufacture semiconductors is called the fabrication technology. So the word fabrication technology is used for basically production of semiconductors. Okay. So again, this is very, very important. Okay. So go through this. Semiconductors may also be asked. You can see India Semiconductor Mission. Generally, in science and tech, they don't ask mission. Okay. They don't ask mission. Their focus is mostly on the application part of it. Their focus is on the application part of it. Okay. So this is it, guys. I think these were some of the important topics. And this one, brain computer interface. Okay, it is like a very rudimentary stage where we are using the neural links of the brain and we are learning what the brain thought process is, and then we are giving sensory feedback to the body. We are giving sensory feedback to the body. Initially, this was used for persons who are suffering from paralysis, but now this brain computer interface in future will be used to do various other activities also. So this brain computer interface, again, this is a very new evolving technology where we basically try to understand the neural links, that try to understand the various thoughts which are going in the brain, and then take a feedback to the body, or we can use this for doing a lot of work also. So this is again a new discovery. Let us see what happens. Another important topic in computers is the dark net. Guys, drug trafficking. Dark net, drug trafficking is using dark net. Dark net is that part of net which is basically not accessible, to common servers So common search engines, they are basically, okay, not indexed internet. So what are they? Not indexed internet. So they can be accessed through Tor routers. Tor routers, specialized routers. Okay, otherwise they are invisible. For common internet, it is invisible. Okay, dark net, very, very important. Dark web, very, very important. Dark web, deep web. Okay, the only difference, see, deep web may be legal, may be legal. For example, your passwords are what? Deep web. The passwords which you are using for the login of Google, etc., etc. These are what? Deep web. And dark web is one layer below. Okay, is one layer below. They are generally used for illegal activities, drug trafficking, etc., etc. Okay, but the point is, both the deep web and dark web, they are not indexed, and since they are not indexed, they cannot be accessed freely from common servers like the Google one. We can't access it. Okay, these are password protected. Deep web's kind of a password protected things. Okay, and dark web is one layer below. Okay, it is one layer below. It cannot be accessed at all using any kind of, okay, common internet which we are using. They are used only by Tor servers. Okay, so this can be also a question which can be asked. Net neutrality, again, net neutrality is that internet traffic should be free. No one company should access internet. Okay, no one company should control internet traffic. That is what is the concept of net neutrality. No blocking, no throttling, no paid prioritization. Okay. Next is the Digital Privacy Act. Digital Privacy Act. So the bill which was now act. Okay. So it talks about data fiduciary responsibilities. It talks about various protections to your data, different types of data, personal data, data which are not personal. Okay. And various principles which are being followed in this act, which is the principle of consent, the principle of purpose limitation, the principle of data minimization, the principle of data accuracy, the principle of data storage limitation, the principle of reasonable security, the principle of accountability. Okay, so go through this act also. Generally, again, I'm saying UPSC generally don't give acts, don't give missions, don't give schemes in science and tech section. In science and tech section, UPSC focus is on application or the dangers. That is what is the focus of UPSC. So I think the topics which I have told you in the beginning, okay, which is the digital public infrastructure, next the AI, okay, next AI, and next what they can ask you is the AI regulation and the cyber security, CERT in National Cyber Critical Information Infrastructure, National Cyber Security Coordination Center. These may be some of the topics which you can expect. Even semiconductors can be a topic which you can expect in exam. So guys, I hope you have gone through this. I have tried to frame questions on each and every topic in my FLTs, particularly the important ones. I have tried to cover it. I am hopeful that definitely one or two questions you can expect from this. Guys, in cyber security, okay, I'm not given today the various kinds of viruses or various kinds of cyber attacks. For example, you can see here ransomware, okay, then blue bugging, blue jacking, blue snaring, juice jacking. So all these terms are related to what? All these terms are related to cyber threats. Okay. One more term which is in news is Central Equipment Identity Register. Basically for registering loss and theft of electronic equipments. I don't think this is very important, so I have left it. You should go through them. If you have not gone through them, just go through them. But the probable topics I have just given you, these are the probable topics. Focus on those things which I have just showed you via card. So those are the very important ones which you can expect in the prelims exam this year. Thank you guys. Best of luck for you. Again, I'm saying, please go through all the live rapid revision sessions. Important topics all have given. I'm expecting questions. Definitely 20-30 questions you will get from there. Thank you guys. Bye.